Every strand eventually settles into its proper position in the tapestry that is existence. The heavenly conductor is aware of the rhythm of our longings, and when the conditions are right, he or she will fulfill the most private aspirations of our hearts. It falls within the scope of his overall plan, but how it unfolds depends on the order in which things took place. The instant that God heard your supplication, he put in action the cogs of fate and etched into the fabric of time a window of opportunity for the accomplishment of his promise. Remember that his delays are not the same thing as refusals. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 gives us comfort by reminding us that he adorns everything with grace at the time that he has chosen. Having trust in the trip, despite the fact that it may unfold in ways that one could not have anticipated, is a personal credo that I hold dear. When it comes to God, timing is of the utmost importance. He maintains his own schedule and is intimately familiar with the whole fabric of your life, from its beginning to its conclusion. For ambitions and reveries, there are vital junctures, preordained rendezvous, and kairotic epochs to consider. Even while we may not always be able to control the ticking of the clock, we do have agency over how vigilant we remain. Because you see, God has predetermined points in time at which we can come together with others who share our values, when we can transform the challenges we face into opportunities for growth, and when we can make spectacular breakthroughs. It may happen the day after tomorrow, a fortnight from now, or even 5 years from now in the future. However, you may have peace of mind knowing that the Creator of everything had the covenant recorded in the cosmic annals. He understands both where you are and where you are headed. He bestows upon you moments that are prepared for your reception and are saturated with unbounded adoration. Impatience with his schedule may cause one to stray from the path, which may then result in lost blessings and strife. Sometimes, the Lord may reply in ways that are puzzling because he has greater plans in mind than our brains are capable of comprehending. In light of this, it is wise to pray, "Father, let your will be done," while keeping in mind that his generosity may surpass what we have envisioned. Ephesians 3 verse 20. Along the way of our trip, we could run across difficulties and unexpected turns. Have faith that God is at work both inside and through these trials, and that he is using these experiences to teach us to rely more heavily on his word. In the event that you feel forgotten or abandoned, always keep in mind that you are still the apple of his eye. Maintain your faith, persevere through patience, and wrap yourself in grace as your favorable epochs speed toward you, and you will be successful. Keep in mind that the length of time you are ready to wait reflects the respect you have for the journey you are on. The all-powerful orchestrates events in such a way that they are perfectly suited to fulfill the unfathomable plan that he has devised for each person's existence. This means that the stage is set for your hopes and dreams. His blessings may still bestow themselves onto your journey, even if you have made a mistake or gone faster than he walks. Be at peace, because your turning points are drawing near, and when they arrive, you will recognize the hand of the divine guiding you through them. He is a skilled craftsman who always manages to leave his unmistakable stamp on anything he does. Your success is not a matter of if, but rather, when, it will come. Your time is getting close, so you should wait for it with unwavering confidence. Patience is the kind gardener who tends to the seeds of dreams in the garden of the soul, where the most profound yearnings take root. It tends to the seeds of desire with a kind touch, aware that each request, when planted with purpose, has within it the promise of a future flower if that wish is allowed to germinate and grow. Each seed has a history, a potential that is just waiting to be realized, and a path that has not yet been traveled. Being a gardener teaches us to have faith in the natural cycles of time. The more we learn, the more we realize that the natural world has its own rhythm, a heartbeat that pulsates in time with the cosmos. It is a ballet between what can be seen and what cannot be seen, a symphony of development and metamorphosis. Therefore, patience becomes our ally because it teaches us to yield to the natural flow of events and processes. There is a level of knowledge that is beyond our comprehension that resides inside this garden. It is almost as if the cosmos maintains a detailed calendar, marking off the exact time when the constellations will line up, causing marvels to materialize in a kaleidoscope of hues and a cacophony of scents. It is a cosmic ballet, created with the greatest care and accuracy in order to create the most beautiful dance possible. The seeds that we sow come in a wide variety, much as our desires. Some of them are frail, like the petals of a flimsy flower, and they need to be handled with the lightest touch and the most careful attention. Others are hardy, with their roots going deep into the ground to provide a strong foundation that can withstand any storms that may come their way. Each individual seed has the potential for greatness within itself, which is a demonstration of the limitless opportunities that exist in the world. As we work on cultivating our dream garden, we come to the understanding that patience is more than just a quality, it is a way of life. Grace is a condition of being that enables us to respond with serenity to the ups and downs that are inevitable in life. It is the quiet knowledge that every moment, every setback, and every success is part of a bigger tapestry that is carefully woven with threads of experience and wisdom. This is the calm conviction that every moment, every setback, and every triumph is part of a larger tapestry. We go through transitions much as the seasons do. In the season of our expectations, we plant the seeds of our goals with a feeling of eager anticipation, certain that, given enough time, they would germinate and grow in the direction of the sun. During the summer of our dreams, we tend to them with tender loving care and watch as they flourish, their leaves spreading out in a colorful show of life as they expand. In the fall of our contemplations, we take stock of everything that we have accomplished and express gratitude for the good fortune that has been bestowed upon our life. And although we are deep in thought during the winter of our contemplation, we are able to relax with the knowledge that our aspirations are still thriving under the surface, getting ready for the next phase of their development. To have patience is not the same thing as to just sit around and do nothing, rather, it is an active, intentional decision to trust in the process of becoming. It is a demonstration of our trust in the invisible forces that direct our actions and a confession that there is a higher intellect at work in the cosmos. A surrender to the flow of life, a letting go of the urge to control, and an embracing of the innate knowledge that exists within each and every one of us are all necessary components of this practice. Every delay is not a denial, but rather a heavenly recalibration. Therefore, whenever impatience comes knocking on our door or when concerns and doubts seek to obscure our faith, we remind ourselves that every delay is not a denial, but rather a divine recalibration. It is an indication that the universe is putting the finishing touches on the details, lining up the components, and getting everything in place so that our goals may take center stage. Because of this, we keep working on cultivating our dream garden. certain in the knowledge that the passage of time is not our foe but rather our friend. We nurture our goals with optimism, feed them with resolve, and protect them from setbacks with resiliency so that they may reach their full potential. And when the conditions are just right, when all the planets are in their proper places, we are left in awe at the wonders that unfold right in front of our own eyes. Because in the Garden of Dreams, where the virtue of patience is elevated to the highest level, we eventually realize that the trip itself is the holy goal. It is a demonstration of the strength of belief, the tenacity of the human spirit, and the limitless possibilities that are latent inside each one of us individually. And as we make our way down this road, hand in hand with perseverance, we come to realize that the truest marvels are not the flowers that bloom in our garden but rather the change that takes place inside each of our own hearts. Along the way, we may have to overcome obstacles and take detours that we weren't expecting. Have faith that God is at work in and through those circumstances, transforming our experiences into a stronger confidence in His Word as a result of those exchanges. If you are ever feeling neglected or deserted, just keep in mind that the Lord never stops thinking about you. Continue to have faith and wait with a positive attitude, since the times that have been ordained for your favor are quickly approaching. Keep in mind that the length of time you are ready to wait reflects the importance you put on the thing you are looking for. God is preparing the conditions to fulfill the aspirations that you have expressed. It is consistent with His flawless design for your life that He works on your behalf to accomplish what is ultimately best for you. You may still get God's blessing on your travels even if you have disobeyed Him or gone ahead of Him. Have faith that the times that have been predetermined for you will arrive, and when they come, you will see the hand of God in it. Because He is a precise God, He will make it very clear that it is He who is responsible for it. Your success is not a question of if, but of when it will come. Your moment will come. In the meanwhile, await it with self-assurance.